our signature graphic for the 8 artists is an interior scene in a movie theater. And movies were incredibly influential. You know, we never really think about it. The Japanese filmmakers, many of them are watching American Westerns, and that's inspiring them to make Japanese samurai films. After the war, American filmmakers are inspired by Japanese samurai films to make such classic films as Magnificent Seven or Last Man Standing. Say, look at that fantastic Japanese influence, samurai influence on the Western. But the Japanese filmmakers were also influenced by Westerns to make samurai films. It's a really interesting dialectical exchange. Tell us about the 8 artists, Jim.
The 8 artists were all practitioners of this so-called Sosaku Hanga movement,
The creative
artist movement.
The creative artist movement.
The image that you led off with, the interior of the movie theater, was created by Onchi Koshiro, who was certainly not at the absolute headwaters of the Sosaku Hanga movement, but into the 1920s and 30s, probably the most influential figure. He was educated both in European sensibilities and in Japanese classical sensibilities. And his exposure as a child, as a young man, to very then contemporary European art styles is notable in his work. So he leads things off. That's an amazing image that we saw, that interior of a theater. I cannot, in my mind, come up with another similar image, certainly in Japanese art of the 20th century or even in European art, that is as striking. The female on the screen just dominates, and the anonymity of the people with their backs to you in the seats is, you're seeing a takeover of modern consciousness by something that's on a screen. And he captures it, and in a very roughly constructed way. No fine lines here, no polish.